Good evening, Aquarius, and welcome into your February reading, guys. I think I missed your January reading, for which I apologize, but of course, nonetheless, we have you back in February of this year, 2022 February. Okay, so let's see your energy, guys. We'll do it the old conventional way. Your reading, and we'll see. We'll ask for three major energies, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so let's call upon our divine guide, our angel, and our spirit guide, my divine source, into this reading for you, Sun, Moon, Rising, Aquarius. Now, reminder, guys, if this energy does not come in contact with your story, then please check your individual moon and rising for a better energy check during this period in time. Aquarius, let's see what universe is talking about in your situation, right? Aquarius. And happy birthday to you guys. It's your birthday month. Enjoy your year and have a lovely time for all the Aquarius in the world, right? And then let's see here what's happening. And we have three major energy for this month of February for Sun, Moon, Rising, Aquarius. Okay. Okay. And we'll ask for one more card. All right, guys. The bottom of the deck is Heavenly Signs, end of an era. Motivation and take the next steps. There is something in your life, Aquarius. Hold on, guys. I'm going to push my camera a little bit behind. You are being guided, Aquarius. Let me tell you that. You are being guided, motivated, guided to take a new step in your life. Okay, you are being guided to close something from your past, and you're being motivated to move forward towards the next step in your life. That's your bottom of the deck energy here, right? You have adult children, right? And you have emotions. So there is something in your life that you have been attached to or with. That could be your family, friends, relatives, anybody who could be, could be a crowd of mixed people in your life, some which, some of them who are adults, some of them who are children, right? But you you did have some emotional, or you do have some emotional contact with that situation, but the story is changing where you're volunteering out of that situation. Like, it's your free will. You are choosing. We'll see what it is, but there is something that you're choosing to do other than what you have been doing for a long time. Some kind of emotional situation had been probably holding some of you back, things like that can happen, right? Probably that for some people, you have not been able to go back to a job you wanted to do. For some, you have been tied down working with your family for a long time, right? For some, it could mean that you haven't been able to pursue something that you wanted to do for a long time, or you have been thinking about doing because somewhere, because some emotional situation that concerns a part of your life with people, you probably have been stuck in a situation and you have not been able to move. Or rather, I would say, you did not have the free will, or you haven't given yourself that option to move before. So we'll see what's going on, right? Please talk to me about the adult children. But there are people with whom you have some deep, maybe emotional connection. Like I said, it could be your family members, people you have interacted with since your childhood, those kind of situations that keep you tied down, right? But we'll see. We shall see. Somebody with whom you have spent a considerable amount of time, and that happens with a lot of people, where you have not given yourself the chance, right? I would say the chance to seek something different in your life, because all you have known, for some of you, is what you have been doing, and that is more out of emotional reasons in your life, more so out of emotions of love, of kindness. Please talk to me about emotions, right? Where you feel that pull, the necessity of doing things that you have been attached with. It's not something that you felt obligated to, but you have done it because you love that situation, or you have loved that situation for a long time, maybe, But now that situation is coming to the point where you are volunteer, right? Where you want to do something different in your life. For some of you, you want to perhaps feel important as well, because what happens to people, guys, is that maybe you feel that you are not needed in a situation that much anymore, for some of you, right? And it's probably your kids have grown up, and that responsibility has become less, right? So emotion is a different part of the story, but it is also the fact that, when you feel that it's time to do something different, because whatever you have been doing for a long time could have been because, like I said, out of love, out of kindness, out of out of your own feelings for somebody that you care for, or you have been caring for a long time, right? But what happens is, after a while, guys, this is in general I'm talking about, not that it happens with everybody. But after a while, it does happen that those people, or that group, or that community of people, they don't need you as much as they needed you before, right? So where sometimes it happens with people is that you start feeling a void in your life, because you've been so used to doing things in a different way, right, for a long time, when perhaps you have missed opportunities in your life. You haven't really given yourself that scope of thinking that, it's possible to do something different for yourself, like do something that makes you happy. So There is a situation that you are perhaps thinking about. You want to volunteer. It just could be that you want to be a part of the crowd again. You want to come out of that enclosed situation. You want to be with a crowd of people. You want to be different. You're giving yourself the chance to to work for your own happiness. It also could be that, like, it's not necessarily because you need money, but it also could be some charity work that you could engage yourself, where you could help people, help the community, do something that volunteers normally do. That's not with your paycheck, but that's something that you do because you care, you love, you want that situation to develop, right? So something like that story, but we'll delve deeper into it. Then you have lovers, right? You have a renewal, and you have the Knight of Wand, right? So, yeah, you're feeling very passionate about something in your life that it's telling you it's time to head towards a new direction, right? Renewal, transformation. You want to head towards a new direction in your life. You are feeling quite passionate, and then you have the lovers situation, right? um some of you probably are going towards somebody you love, joining hands with somebody you care about, right? uh, because in your heart, right, this is also a situation that concerns your heart, right? That you want to make a right choice, a choice from your heart, right? And that choice could be that you want to might be probably touch base with those, or with that special person with whom you have some kind of a heart to heart feeling, right? Connection, deep, intimate friendship. It just could be friendship, but somebody who you think understands you, and you understand that person, right? So there is that energy, right? That it's telling you it's time to head towards, but you're very passionate, you're feeling confident, right? And there is also some kind of restlessness too that I see here with this energy, right? That you want to do it quickly, as quick as you can, right? That's your kind of the volunteering part of the story. Now, with the adult children, guys, you get the Eight of Cups, I'm sorry, the Five of Cups, the World, and then you have the Three of Swords. Yeah. So, yeah, there is something with, that situation that, like I told you, you have been dealing with for a long time, guys, but now you feel uh, that you need to close that chapter of your life. It's that feeling, it's that energy where you feel that, you have done your part, you have played your role, right? If there is anything wrong that has happened in life, it's time to forgive and forget and move past that story, right? Because somewhere, guys, like I told you, what you had anticipated here, how things would turn out to be, has not exactly turned out to be in that way, right? You probably had expected something different from this situation before, where you had put in a lot of work and your energy, your effort, right? But thing is that it did not really turn out in the way that you had expected the result would be for you. But again, like, they say that disappointment, regret, loss, all that kind of negative energy that you had been focusing on, you will soon realize, Aquarius, that things happen for a reason. It's again a learning lesson, right? So you have to look for some kind of blessing. Maybe if this hadn't happened, you wouldn't have been able to give yourself the chance to open something new in your life, right? But for this to happen, you know that you have to close the chapter, right? It's time for a close of that situation where you have the freedom to be proud of yourself again, to do something better for your own purpose in life. Because, see, with the Three of Swords, guys, there is a lot of sadness that you have encountered in your life, right? Where, like I said, where you felt that things will be different, but things did not turn out to be that way. Okay, so what they are telling you is if you close this chapter, you let it go, right? And that's when personal growth happens, because the challenges, if challenges are not there, you don't grow. So for your growth to happen, this was a necessity. You had to learn some kind of lesson from this situation, right? um, because growth comes from challenges in your life, uh, which is where misunderstandings happen, healings take place, right? But you want to be there for those who really need you at this point in time. You know, that kind of an energy where things are, the perspective in your life is kind of changing you as a person, more so, I would say, as a person, okay? Which is good because something about this situation with the Five of Cups, it's taught you some kind of a lesson. You have understood that lesson, and you have also understood the fact that you will now have the freedom. If you can move out of that situation, you will now have the freedom to share your experiences with those who might actually need you, because somewhere you have become much better in your understanding of your own self as well, where you feel that you can share your part of your story, your life, your experiences, right? But you have, for doing that, again, to do that, guys, you have to let go of your past, right? So that you can grow. And once your personal growth occurs in yourself, that's when you will understand that how you can use this experience of your learning to help other people who need you, right? To clear misunderstandings, to heal a situation in other people's life. Your experience will come very handy here. Please talk to me about the Five of Cups. So this is some kind of a situation that you are coming in contact with around this portion in time, Aquarius, where you're feeling that spiritual need. It's a spiritual calling for you. The Five of Cups, it's a spiritual calling of your own understanding, right? That now it's the time to do something different, right? The Princess of Wands, yeah, there is a lot of passion, that you are, it's like getting out of that negativity and rebuilding back your sense of passion, right? Where you want to do a lot of things now. You're getting ready for that kind, right? You really want things to move. You're very, very passionate about that situation. Please talk to me about the world. Because when the closure happens, when the completion happens, right, that's when you can start working on your own understanding as well. Because somewhere you have um, you have had a closure of your own past situation where you have learned to forgive yourself. You're learning to forgive those who have hurt you, right? You're learning to, because a lot of things that you had expected would happen didn't happen the way that you wanted to. So therefore, now what universe is saying, it could be a blessing in disguise for you, because if that experience is now helping you to become a different person or a personality, right? Because you now know that you are more than capable of doing a lot of things, and that fire, the urge, the necessity of making things happen is very much within you. You're very, very proactive with situations in general, right? Please talk to me about the world. So you are probably heading towards a closure, right? Victory, the Six of Cups. Yeah. And Six of Wands, right? That's what you want. You want victory now for yourself. You want to close the past. It's a hidden blessing, guys, that's coming out in the open for you, that you will understand in the month of February, what are the things that earlier was stopping you from doing justice to your own desires in life, maybe, right? So you want that victory. You're feeling that sense of confidence, that passion, right? You want to build something new. You want to do something new, where people are going to applaud you for who you are, basically, right? You have a group of people who will cheer and say, yes, you are the leader. You have that, you're coming in contact with some kind of a very leadership type of a quality who can actually lead a mass of people towards a certain destination, right? That's what world leaders do, right? They lead their followers, their party workers, towards the desired destination that they know will bring them back their joy and victory. So it's like taking that initiative, having that confidence in yourself is what I'm getting, right? With the Three of Swords, because again, you have learned. You are trying to challenge your own experiences in life, where you can build other people's life, help people who are in grief, right? You could encounter other people who are having a lot of fights and misunderstandings, and with your experience, you want to help them now because you have learned, right? The Three of Swords, you have gone through a lot of sadness in your life that is enabling you. That's your blessing. That's enabling you to do a lot of things. The Hierophant in the reverse, right? Changing your personal belief system in life. Like, it's that energy, guys, that it's telling me that whatever that you had been thinking before, however way you had been working your life in or with, you're coming to the point of understanding that there is nothing right or wrong about that situation. Maybe what you thought was right for you at one point in time, you could be now thinking that, no, it's not. You have to somewhere understand that a change is required in yourself with your personal belief system. So whatever the doctrines, your traditions, your conscious programming has taught you, that you can do this, you can't do that, that grief and sadness that you have learned your lesson from is changing your personality type, where you are now coming out of that doctrine. You are coming out of that enclosed pattern of conscious programming that you can do this, you can do that. You get married, you're supposed to stay married, right? For some of you, you can have more, whatever it is, like you cannot adopt children. There are a lot of families who are against adoption, right? So those are the belief system, those are the dogmas, the conscious programming, right, that encounters your life as you grow up in a society or in a culture, in whatever, right? So that is something that you are basically changing your belief system, your pattern of belief. Please talk to me about the adult children. This is, sorry. This is where you are, your belief system is becoming different, adult children. Your personal belief system, that what people have told you, you cannot do this, you cannot do that, is something that you are not agreeing with. Adult children, because you feel that it's a little bit of a rebellious kind of a situation I'm feeling right now. Yeah, the seven of wand, where you want to stand up and prove yourself, what you're capable of doing and what you're not capable of doing, in front of those who may have said that, oh no, you can do this, you cannot do that, right? And it's wrong to do that, it's wrong to do this. So it's a little bit of becoming a rebel. So you're kind of rebelling against those orthodox patterns, conscious programming, traditional methods that you have been said to believe is right for you, right? And this is happening because you have gone through a learning lesson, a period of learning. So, it's coming to a point, guys, is where you're telling people, or you will be telling people, that I will stand my ground, I will do what I have to do, and nobody comes in between me and my ambition in life. That's the energy I'm getting. So you're taking a very firm stand. Slowly, you are moving your energy from one to the other, where a rebellious part is more into effect now, where you don't want to stand with your earlier belief system in your life, and you're changing your full belief, understanding, dogmas, and principles, and you're becoming kind of a little bit rebellious with your attitude as well. So you will question people, some of you. If somebody comes and tells you, oh, you can't do that, you will stand up and ask them, why not? Explain why. And you will have an answer for that. Right? If somebody gives you the answer, you will also have something more to say to that. You just won't take things in the way that people tell you anymore. You will cross-question, you will defend yourself, you will prove your worth. You're coming to that part of your story, Aquarius, right? Now, next is emotion. With emotion, you have the Fool card. So it could be because, you feel that for a long time, you have been a fool. It's a fool. You have been in a fool's journey. You have done what other people have told you. You have taken the leap of faith with what others have shown you, right? You have believed the society. You have believed people, right? And you have done exactly what others have entrusted, you to do, or believe that you will do. That your dreams, your ambition in life is what other people built for you, right? So it's basically, where you probably have not been able to push your own fears aside and take a leap of faith towards your destination, because there was some emotional part, right, that you trusted with somebody or with someone here, and you did exactly what that other person thought or dreamt about, that about you. It's like a mother directing her son, right? From the time the son is born, the mother wants a son to become a doctor or an engineer, for example, as a profession. Now, the son might not be an academic person. The son might be a good musician, for example, right? But because the mother has believed that the son has to be a doctor or an engineer, or otherwise there is no future for that child. The son has grown up to be a doctor, though he doesn't want to be a doctor, though he doesn't enjoy the profession, he doesn't like the profession, but he is supposed to be a part of that profession. Why? Because somebody has dreamt of him becoming a doctor, not he. His dream was to become a musician. You get my point? So this is where the fool's journey, this is where somebody has, not been able to pursue and follow what they wanted to pursue and follow in their actual life, right? And that could be a time now that somebody is thinking about leaving an old relationship behind, an old partnership, right? Um, where there have been a lot of challenges, where that person has not been able to move but has been tied emotionally, right? It's time to let that go, because then you have the Eight of Cups, right? So it's telling me that, Aquarius, that you or somebody in your life, you have come to the point of realizing that you cannot be tied down in that emotional quality that is bringing in a lot of challenges, and you have to forgive that, right? It's forgiving the challenge and moving on with your life, because that person or that situation has not enabled you to follow your aspirations in your life. So you want to be free. You want to walk away from that which is holding you back and follow your dream, follow your road, follow your path. It could just be a spiritual path for some of you, but that also could mean that you want to make big life changes. Also, changing your priorities, knowing what it is that you want to follow, what it is that is important to you, what it is that attracts you, what it is that necessarily gives you that fulfillment, gives you that happiness, brings you back your joy, your warmth, your inviting back your life purpose, right? Aligning with your spiritual quest, aligning with something in your life that you feel is spiritually connected with your purpose in life, right? So this is where a situation is kind of developing here, Aquarius. Please talk to me about, because the Fool is a dreamer, right? And the dreams, if it doesn't come true, obviously there is a reason that the dreamer has not been able to chase that dream that was important for the dreamer, right? Somebody else has been dreaming. Yeah, see, the Knight of Wands. This is where there has been, like sometimes you have done that, you have tried to chase your road. Sometimes you have, like, it's very in and out, like quickly, right? You have come in, you have followed some dreams that, some of you might have just started something, but it didn't end up happening, so you left it, right? But the dream remained incomplete, right? Whatever the dream could have been in your case, Aquarius. So you have not been able to stick with that particular situation. You have been very impatient, to finish that work, but because of your impatience, your dreams have not been totally completed. So the Fool's journey is left incomplete, right? You have not been able to do anything on that particular journey that you wanted to start. Maybe some of you guys had started a project, had started something, had started to work on something, but then you got impatient and you wanted things to go in a different way, right? But it didn't happen, so you left it, right? You could not take that leap of faith, and when you could not take that leap of faith, you might have probably left that particular project and walked out of that situation, right? So, and this is more out of impatience, like, when you're not able to follow your own dreams and not get that full satisfaction of its success story, and you leave that project and you walk out of that situation because you enter it in full force, right? You enter that project, you tell yourself, I will take a leap of faith this time, I will do this, I will do that. You have a lot of plans and programs, but then something doesn't happen and you're immediately discouraged about that whole situation and you leave it. right? Please talk to me about the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands energy is rebuilding of yourself, right? Building back your courage to stick to your faith and purpose in life, to know that this time around, you have to complete that work. Just talk to me about the Knight of Wands, right? You cannot leave that project and cannot return back just because something is not working the way you want it to, right? Yeah, the Six of Pentacles and the Princess of Cups, right? Yeah, you have to, yeah, you have to balance something in your life, guys, even with your emotions as well, right? You cannot just come in and leave something half done, half baked and get away from it, right? This time around, you make it a point, guys, that whatever you're chasing in your life, you have to balance that situation because there could be emotions involved with that give and take situation here with somebody that you are perhaps coming in contact with, right? So this time around, you have to watch yourself. That's what they are trying to tell you, right? So you have to be very careful that if you start something this time around the year, you have to complete that project, right? You have to complete that project. Please talk to me about the Two of Cups. Where there could have been challenges that might have happened before, anything could have happened, or some of you are coming in contact with somebody new in your life, right? That could help you to end some challenge that has been holding you back. Yeah, the Eight of Cups. So this is something that, whatever that did not work before is what I'm getting. Some kind of a relationship in your life. Something that did not fulfill you at this point, you might be walking away from that situation, right? Leaving the old emotional, emptied out cups behind. Yeah, world. Yeah. Yeah, you're closing a situation, guys, because, like I said, this time around, you're making sure that you don't carry something from your past into your new situation. So, whatever you're trying to start or you want to start and you're very passionate about that start, you want to complete that project, for which it is something that you have to close whatever the challenges had been in your life, in your personal life, professional life, and you have to leave. It's your spiritual quest. It's your spiritual quest. You're choosing to make life changes happen in your life, guys. You're choosing to take a different route, right? Eight of Cups, where there could be change in priorities in your life for some of you, where you have to prioritize what you could not prioritize before in your life, right? Eight of Cups. So you definitely want to move ahead. It's also the part of the story, guys, that you know that you have to leave something in order to get back something, right? So if you're starting something now or going forward, you're very passionate to take that leap of faith and you want to really, because there is emotion involved in that balanced situation, right? Where somebody definitely wants there is a lot of emotion that is involved in an equal give and take. So if you kind of mess up on that situation, it will be difficult for you to fulfill a dream that you want for your own purpose in life. Where universe is giving you maybe a second chance to finish doing what you have not been able to do before, for some of you as well, right? For which you have to leave some emotional situation behind, the King of Pentacles in order to make choices in your life now. What is that you want, right? In the tangible world. So, is emotion for you or is material goods for you? I mean, what matters to you is money or emotions now. You have to work on that energy. Please talk to me about the King of Pentacles, because some of you may have responsibilities in life. So you might have to make changes on your priority now. Yeah, see the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. Uh, you could have responsibilities, you could have a family for some of you, that, if you, yeah, the world, which you want to close, right? There is something that you are closing in order to begin a new journey for yourself. So, in that situation, guys, you have to also change your priorities in your life. What kind of priorities you have to work on at this point is important, right? How do you keep those people safe, as well as go on your own spiritual quest or do something that you want to do, in your life that you haven't done, when you got emotionally trapped in a situation, and it's important for you to now leave that situation behind for your own purpose in life. Please talk to me about the emotion. So there is a situation that you are, yeah, the Ace of Sword and the Empress. Yeah, you're trying to get a breakthrough to bringing back your own abundance in your life. So, that could be love, that could be abundance, that could be something that makes you really happy in your life, right? So there is a situation that you have to now make a choice here, Aquarius, what you want to do and how you want to work on this energy. Because you could be in a situation where you have to juggle with your money and your emotions. So if you leave a situation, you will come back with a new situation that will bring more emotions in your life, better emotions in your life, but for which you might have to sacrifice something that you already have with you, right? In order to, yeah, it's a bit of a dicey situation, guys. Talk to me about the Ten of Pentacles, because you're thinking about this situation. You're playing with that energy here, the Four of Cups. Yeah, you're not happy. Okay, this is what it is, guys. You might have money, you might have a home, you might have a relationship for yourself as well, for some of you, but you're not happy there. You feel that you have missed a lot of opportunities in your life because you have been stuck in a place which is not giving you complete freedom to do what you want to do. So you basically, you're looking for your own freedom here, guys. You're looking to build back your own abundance, you're looking for your own freedom, you're looking for your own creative part of the story. How creative, some of you could be really creative, Aquarius, and you want to be creative. You want to be a better creative person. Now, for you to be a better creative person, that will bring a lot of creativity back in your life. You definitely have to leave something behind. And that could be a family, that could be a home, that could be whoever it is who is connected with you but is stopping you from growing, even spiritually, and lack of creativity. Because for creativity to happen, you need to let go of a situation that is pulling you down, right? You have to move on. You have to get away from that pull down kind of a situation, right? You have to leave that behind and you have to move forward, because definitely it is something you have, but it's not happy for you. You're not happy over there, right? There is a there is an apathy of emotions, even with the money, even with the home you probably have, but you don't have emotional quality there. You don't have emotions there. And because you don't have emotions there, where people love you, you love people, there is a happiness and bonding and celebration that's not there. And if that is not there, then that relationship or that situation is not growing. It's not creative enough for you. You need emotion for your own creative purpose, Aquarius, because that's your creative nature. Whatever you want to do, you can be an artist, you can be a painter, a dancer, you can be anybody, a musician, you could be anybody. But you need a lot of creativity in order for your emotions to be happy, or you emotionally be fulfilled in your life, right? So this is where there is a volunteer of a situation here, which is talking about the Five of Swords, right? Again, this is a Five of Cups, the Five of Swords. Lot of learning lesson, guys, where you are realizing that you have gone through a lot of challenges in your life, where you have made wrong choices. You have made wrong decisions, and that could be because people have pulled you or pushed you into making wrong choices. I'm not blaming people for that, but I'm just saying it could be the crowd, right? Your friends, right? So people who lack integrity, people who could be, involved in bad professional activities, could be gambling, could be doing drugs, could be anything, but people who have no integrity with their own character. So you could have been a part of that crowd, right? Where you have made unwise choices in your life, with the Eight of Swords, right? And then you could not move out of that situation. You felt trapped. You felt trapped in that situation where you know that those are not good people. That is not a good crowd, but yet you got yourself trapped in that situation. You could not move out, right? And this is where you have the Queen of Wands, right? This is where you're changing, or the change will happen. The persona will change, right? Something that will bring back your own independence, that you're relieving yourself from that crowd, from that situation, from those decisions in your life that you made unwise choices, right? So you're moving out of that situation, telling yourself that never underestimate your ability to make your dreams come true. So your dreams is now in your hands, right? And you want those dreams to come true for you, right? And where some of you will have to balance your career and personal life, but you want to now fulfill your dreams, coming out of a bad situation where you have been trapped, or you thought you have been trapped, in order to become more independent in yourself. And that is going to give you the right to volunteer for something more in order to fulfill your dreams. Please talk to me about the Five of Swords, right? Because this is where you have got mixed up with people who had questionable motives in their own life, who you know that they're not good people, but yet you got entrapped over there, right? Yeah, see, the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords, right? The Five of Swords, the Four of Swords. You know you have made the wrong choice. That has brought in a lot of bad crowd people around you, right? So you're asking for forgiveness for having done things that you know you shouldn't have done, really, right? You definitely have interacted with people who have questionable motives, or who had questionable motives in your life, where you felt helpless to move out of that situation and was afraid to take action on those people, right? Please talk to me about the Eight of Swords. So you got trapped in that situation. Eight of Swords. Where now you're realizing that you have to ask for forgiveness. Yeah, see the Fool. Because you got pushed into doing something that you didn't want to do. Your dreams have been unfulfilled, have remained unfulfilled. You trusted the wrong people. You trusted wrong crowd. You have been a fool. You have put your money in places, probably for some of you, where your money is kind of lost. Your trust has been hampered, right? You felt, so you have to start again from ground zero. You have to start from ground zero in order to build back the quality of life, because some of you could have just crashed, right? And because you have, excuse me, because you have crashed, you have to rework up the ladder. You have to redo things again for yourself in order to start a fresh journey, right? In order to start a fresh journey this time, believing in yourself. The Queen of Wands. Believing in yourself, believing in your dream. Where you know that it's time, you cannot underestimate your abilities. You have to pull yourself up, right? Let's talk to me about the Queen of Wands. Yeah, Chariot. Yeah. And once you can do that, that's when you can move. That's where you will get your victory, because there is a lot of rigidity and restriction still in your life. So you have to be brilliantly talented here, guys. Independent, and believing that there is nothing in life that you cannot do. Even if that means that you pull yourself from the bottom of the ladder, right? And you start your fresh journey. This time again. But your dreams are your dreams. They need to come true. So, and for that, you need a balance. Some of you will have to balance between your career and personal life. And this is where there could be a lot of restrictions still in yourself as well. So you have to move past that restriction and volunteer to go in a different direction. Please talk to me about the volunteer here. Yeah, the Ace of Wands. Yeah, exactly. A new cycle of life, a new beginning of life. You have to do that, guys. You have to make things happen. Yeah. There is somebody in your life that you wanted to do something with, you wanted to move forward with in your life, with the Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands, but the chapter is closing. There is a close to that chapter with somebody in your life that you have been married to, for some of you, right? Or now you're becoming more practical, more wise with your own situation in life. It can be anything for anybody, right? So, but anyways, for some of you, it is a matter of a new, fresh start that is coming into the picture, right? So you have to be very careful at this point in time to do the right thing and work yourself in the right way, Aquarius. Okay, so enjoy this reading, guys, until I see you once again. Till then, goodbye, God bless, Khuda Hafiz, and take care.